Hello, this is Azrael, and in this video, this is a video response to one of my subscribers who comments regularly, and I'm going to give you a video response. Your question was, can anybody do what I do, or does it require a green thumb? Well, the simple answer is, well, it's loaded. It's a loaded answer. It's a loaded question. Uh, it comes in many parts. First part, yes, anybody can do this. This spirituality, or spirituality in general, is part of the human consciousness. It's part of the human condition. So if you are alive and can think, you can do this. Now, there are some people, there's schools of thought or superstitions, and I fall in three of them. For example, uh, my mother, there's a hereditary. My mother was very adept at some stuff, but her religion promptly killed her abilities by teaching fear. She could astral project when she was younger without falling into a sleep state. She told me stories about how she was looking at pictures of the mountains, and the next thing you know, she's there in the mountains, and she could feel the sunlight, smell the flowers, feel the air. So yeah, that's something I can't really do. I've only done it like once or twice, and most of my astral projections, I fall into a trance state. Okay, and so this is a woman that does it at will. So it might run, just like being athletic might run in families because, you know, so some people are good at sports and their fathers were good at sports and their grandfathers were good at sports. There might be some hereditary uh, predisposition. However, I guarantee you it's not a requirement. You see, your brain is wired a certain way. Uh, the conscious brain and then the subconscious brain, uh, they might not even agree with each other. You might think you can do it up here. Subconsciously, it might have been programmed that you can't. Now, the subconscious brain doesn't really make judgments. That's the conscious mind. So if doubt is stored in your subconscious, then that's what's going to manifest, no matter how much you well, almost, no matter how much you try. As long as if you have doubt, it's going to kill your experience. You have to reprogram your brain by constantly affirming that you can do this. That every time you don't have a successful spell, that it's not because or there's other reasons. It's not because you can't or magic don't exist or you're not born with it. It's anybody can do this. Anybody can summon spirits. Anybody can see spirits. However, skeptics, because they already have it in their brain that this isn't real, then it kind of shuts them down right from the start, which is it's irony, complete irony. Think about it. I mean, um, people are having spiritual experiences, and they're like, "Well, won't believe until I have one," and then they don't believe because they never have one because they shut themselves down. It's like I can't believe I can walk, and you never take that first step, so you never believe you could walk. That's a bad example, but you understand where I'm coming from. My wife, for example, uh, it might run in her family too. I mean, she's good at omens. Like I had two frogs die the same day, and she saw this was a bad omen that death is in the family and death is coming. I poo-pooed it. I went to work. Next thing I know, my brother is dying from diabetes. So yeah. Well, then the other parts is that there's some superstitions, and again, I don't take too much stock in any of these. I do believe that maybe it's hereditary, but um, again, I believe everybody can develop. Some just can run faster than others. Some can see things better than others to follow. But uh, some people say that if you're born with a cowl or a veil over the face, which is basically the part of the placenta covering your face. That happened to me. I was born with a veil. Uh, Again, I don't really put much stock in this stuff, but there it is. A lot of people who believe this for hundreds of years, probably made it a reality because they believed it so much. But the other thing is that sometimes people who have out of body experiences or near death experiences, they die, they come back, all of a sudden they can see spirits. Well, this also happened to me. I was actually born dead. Uh, the umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck 3 times, and so I had my mother possible if it might be hereditary, some psychic phenomenon might be hereditary. I was born with a cowl or a veil, and I was born dead. They had to resuscitate my little baby body. So maybe I do believe that when people die and they come back, they bring a little bit of that other side back to them, so they might be more adapted to see spirits. I do believe that one. But in the case, you could do this, and I tell you, not as even though I see spirits on the regular in my life, they don't always appear when I perform the rituals. Now, and there's a lot of different reasons, and of course, as I do my videos, I will talk about such reasons. But you know, if you, I think your goal, ultimate goal, is to be able to summon spirits because you seem to be interested in ceremonial magic. I'm gonna guarantee you, the first couple times, you're probably not going to see anything. So don't don't think that's because you're failure or you can't do it. It's just how it is. Start meditating now. Start learning to fall into trances. Start scrying now. And when you get to the point where you start summoning spirits, you will be better off than if you were just starting from scratch. So practice, practice. Okay. Scrying and meditation. I'm gonna tell you right now that is the key. That's the key to you need to be able to start falling into a trance at will, quite literally, like the daydream state when you're about to sleep. This trance state is key to make to being in the altered state for certain forms of magic to actually work its best. So, and that includes summoning spirits. So, thank you so much, actually, for asking me these questions. Thank you so much for watching my channel. It helps validate why I'm doing this. See, when my mother she passed away about 10 years ago, I became spiritually lazy, and I just shut everything down. And this channel is helping me add more fuel to my spirituality and rekindling. So you guys are helping me just as much as maybe my videos might be helping you. So thank you. Thank you. Take care.